Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm in a little bit of a different setup because I had a fun video idea. Well, I don't know if you guys will find it fun, but I thought it would be kind of fun. I was thinking, why don't I take you guys through my bookshelf? Ta-da! It has a lot of random stuff. I'm not gonna go through the whole thing, but I thought it would be fun if I showed you guys what books I have and stuff, because I don't know, I thought that would be interesting. If you want to see what books I have, get some little book recommendations, I'll talk a bit about my books, then stay tuned. So, we're gonna just go left to right, if you don't mind. I have one book sitting on my dresser. It's this one. I also would like to mention that I am starting a book club. So the name of the book club is called Read and Reap, R-E-A-P, because I kind of want to explain it because that's kind of a weird name. But I was thinking about it. I was like, well, read, obviously you're reading the books, and then reap. I think you can reap a lot of wisdom from these books, especially because we're going to be focusing on faith-based books, so books that help you on your spiritual journey with God. So I called it Read and Reap. I don't know, I think it's kind of a cute name. But yeah, it's basically supposed to mean when we're reading, we're going to be reaping some wisdom, stuff like that. I have an online branch and a physical branch where we can get together and discuss the book that we're reading, which will be this one for now, because I've gotten 40 pages into it and I just think it is so good, and I just can't read this alone. I have to share it with someone. So if you live in the Houston area, please DM me. It's at niesje. I'll put it in the link down below because people don't know how to spell that. If you want to do virtual, that's good too. That'd be really fun because I know not everyone lives in Houston. I don't blame you. I wouldn't want to live in Houston. Anyway, so I have the online branch. You can just get the book. I'll be sending out weekly newsletters, so send me your email, DM it to me on Instagram as well, or you can comment it. That's good too. And it'll just be a lot of fun, and I don't want to just make it about just the book, but I want it to be kind of a community that grows, where we can discuss books together, kind of how it's applying to our life, what we think God is teaching us in our life, stuff like that. So if that's interesting to you, please comment down below or DM me on Instagram about which branch you want to be a part of. Send me your email. If you just want to be part of the physical branch, you can still send me your email so you can get the newsletters and stuff. So yeah, moving on to the bookshelf. Okay, let's start with the first book. I haven't even looked at this bookshelf, so I don't know what books are here. How to Be Parisian Wherever You Are. I used to be super obsessed with Parisians, France, everything. But yeah, this is just kind of how to be Parisian, basically. Then I have this book. I got it at this little Dutch store that's near here, which is the only Dutch store, and it's an hour away, but we like to keep the mother country close. So it's called IJstijd, and it's in Dutch. I got it because I was yeah, let me read in Dutch, that's so quirky. And I remember I would bring it to my middle school and I'd be reading it, even though my Dutch is kind of bad, so I would be kind of confused, but I thought it looked cool that I was reading a Dutch book. Whoa, another Paris book. It's really big. Paris Street Style. It's kind of your guide to dressing French. Honestly, not really a fan of the outfits in this book, but I do like Parisian style. Then, look at this, kind of weird. I don't know why this is here. A Young Woman's Guide to Making Right Choices. Your Life, God's Way. I have never opened this book, but looks interesting. Looks kind of like a middle school book. Avoid trouble and bad situations, improve your friendships. Very interesting. I've never opened this book. This book that I grabbed from my dad, The Travels of a T-Shirt in the Global Economy. I have not read this book. All these notes are his, not mine. But seems interesting. I wanna get into this, especially because you know how I'm interested in fashion, so I want to learn about exactly how it travels. The next book my sister gave me, it's called New York. And it's really cute because I used to be like obsessed with New York. So it has like a little guide to New York, best restaurants. They like open up, I think. It's like the different areas of New York. It's really cute. I don't know where she got this, but it's a cute present. Like if someone that you know is really obsessed with like a city or something, you should get them a little guide to it. Did I get this or my sister got it? I don't know. But I used to be like very set on going to fashion school in New York, so she got me this book, 101 Things I Learned in Fashion School. So it kind of like tells you little things that people say about fashion, definitions. It's really cute actually. I have some books that I'm actually like really into. So Everybody Always by Bob Goff. This is my friend's. She lent it to me like months ago and I haven't given it back. But this book is amazing. I think I might make this one of the book club books that we read because it's really important. It's about like how to love everyone always, even your enemies, even the people that annoy you. And it's just really good. And I love the way that Bob Goff writes, and he just like has a lot of wisdom, but he's just like funny 7 vibes. And then the Productivity Project. I haven't finished this yet. I'm like 1/3 of the way through, but it's really, really good. I've started like applying the things that I've seen in here, and it's really interesting. And each chapter, okay, this is like super cool, but they like tell you the estimated reading time. So I just thought that was really interesting. So if you want to be more productive, read this. There's also a podcast, the What We Said podcast, and they talked about like the tips in this book. So if you want to check that out. English textbook, a notebook. Oh, here it is. I couldn't find it. Love Does by Bob Goff. It's the like first book of this. It's so good. I think I might make it part of the book club too, because I just think it's like a good classic to read on. It like kind of shows like as Christians we shouldn't like be too focused on like judging other people or like, I don't know how to describe it, like focusing on like rules and like good works and everything. Like we should just like love openly. And his idea is kind of like love does. Like love doesn't like follow rules. Love doesn't like do certain things. Like love just does. So I don't know. I kind of explained that badly, but if you read it, it's really good. Next, I was obsessed with this book because I was like, oh my gosh, I'm like a fashionista beauty girl. It's called Lauren Conrad Beauty. She kind of like gives you some tips for makeup, hair. I don't know. These kinds of books are kind of like, I can find that on Pinterest. This book is so good. I said that really weird. This book is really, really, really good. It's like the Enneagram book. It's about the Enneagram. Highly, highly recommend to read it, especially if you're someone who's like kind of getting into it and you're starting to get interested. It is such a good book, and it like just gives you all the basics. Kind of goes above the basics, I guess, but it's just like you learn a lot from it. This book like kind of has a chapter over every single number, so you learn more about it, and it's really cool. This is called Where No Evil. My mom just got it for me, and I have not started reading it yet, but it's kind of about like sustainability, and it says how to change the world with your wardrobe, which I love. I love that. I'm really excited to read it. This book I got a really long time ago, and I haven't started reading it yet, which is kind of bad. But it's the Girl Defined book. They have like a YouTube channel and an Instagram, and I used to follow them a lot. It says, what is God's design for women? So it kind of like shows you how to live as a godly woman. The last book in my bookshelf is The Purpose Driven Life by Rick Warren. My boyfriend and I are reading this together, but we keep like falling off of it and forgetting, and then it's just like kind of good to read it all the way through, so we don't want to like forget for like a few months and then just like pick up where we left off. So we keep like forgetting, starting over, we forget again, start over. We just need to get in the habit, but it's really, really good so far, and it's about kind of like finding your purpose in like more of an eternal sense, like while you're living on earth, and not just like in worldly things. It's not a book about how to be successful. That's not like the goal of it. It's about how to be purposeful and intentional with your life, and I just think it like provides a very different mindset on how to live your life. So it's really cool, and if you're someone who's kind of like struggling with why am I here, like what is my purpose, do this. It's 40 days. I mean, you can just, it's like each thing is like 2 pages long. Like you got this. It's a good book. The last thing that I want to show you, unless you really want to see my calculus textbook, is this magazine that I got because I was at Barnes & Noble's and I was like, this looks so cool. It's called Where Women Create Work. And I know they have one that says like Where Women Create. So I'm like getting really interested in like, not like right now, but I want to start my own business someday. And I've like kind of been like following people on social media who have like their own like small businesses and stuff. So this is a magazine and they just kind of talk about like women who have started businesses. And it's just really interesting like how creative women are with like what businesses they start and how they go about it. And so it kind of like, wow, I did not even notice that. Sample small business balance sheet, helpful. Stuff like that. I hope that you enjoyed my what's in my bookshelf, because I think that's kind of interesting to see what kind of books that someone has. I haven't fully read through a lot of these books. I just realized that, and I probably should, because they're in my bookshelf and I keep buying new books and I have to read the ones that are in my bookshelf. So yeah. Also, if you are interested in that book club thing, want to read some books together, please let me know. That would be so much fun. I just want to have like a community of gals who are just excited about learning about God. So yeah, send me your email, DM me on Instagram, whatever you want. And thank you for watching this video. Thank you for supporting me, subscribing. Please like this video, comment down below, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Follow me on Instagram. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.